Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be solving question 860 on Leetcode lemonade change. I'm guessing you would have read through the question, so I'll just give a gist of the question. Let's copy this test case, which is 5, 5, 5, 10 and 20. So what the question is trying to say is that people are there to buy lemonade. They will either have a $5 bill, $10 bill or $20 bill. Lemonade costs $5. If you have change to give, you can, and you can buy the lemonade, or else we need to return false because the customer cannot buy the lemonade. So we start with 0, and so what happens is, say when you go to 5, you can take the $5 bill and you can give lemonade. Similarly here and here, so we now have three $5 bills. When we reach the fourth customer, what happens is they will give us a $10 bill. Now we need a $5 bill to return as change and then give them lemonade. So since we have three $5 bills already, we can proceed with the transaction, and so we'll give one 5, give them lemonade and take the $10 bill. So now we have two $5 bills and one $10 bill. Now the next customer gives us $20 bill. So for a $20 bill, the ways we can go is either give three $5 bills back or give one $10 bill and one $5 bill back. There are two ways to approach the $20 bill case. Since in this test case we had two left, a 5 and one of 10, so we can give one 10 and one 5 back and we can go through it. So this test case should be accepted or it should return true. So similarly there will be other test cases. Now how we can approach this is, firstly we will obviously start by creating our variables for $5 bill and $10 bill. Both will be 0 obviously, since in the start we don't have anything. Now there is no point creating a variable for $20 bill because we are not going to store, do anything after storing the $20 bill. It is of no use. We just have to take it. We don't need a count of it anywhere as such. So I'm not defining that to not waste any memory space. And so we are defining 5 and $10 bills. Now what we have to do is, we have to obviously go through the loop. We can go through a normal for loop, or I'll use a range based loop. You can use any of them. So I'll say go for int bill through bills. Now here what we have to do is, first let's take the case that we get a $5 bill. So if our bill is 5, then what we need to do is we need to increase our $5 bill. That's it. We can go ahead and take the $5 bill. Then we have an else if case, where if our bill is $10, right? So if our bill is $10 and if our $5 bills are less than or equal to 0, so if we don't have any $5 bill to give, then obviously there is no point. So then you can return false then and there. Because we don't have a $5 bill, we cannot take the $10 bill and give lemonade. And if we have, then what we will do is we will reduce our 5 and we'll need to increase our 10 after taking that. So if the bill is 10, this is what has to be done. Lastly, we'll also have a case where the bill will be for $20. So if the bill is for $20, what we need to do is, there are two ways as I told, either give three 5s or give a 10 and a 5. Now among these, obviously our priority should be to reduce our $10 bill first, because that is not going in all cases. You can give a 10 only if someone is giving a 20. So 5 is the most precious note in a way. So what we'll do is we will try with the 10. So if our 10 is greater than 0, we will try giving the 10 first. So then we'll do 10, we'll subtract a 10 and we'll also subtract a 5 obviously, because we have to give 15 back. Then what else, if we have 5 that is greater than 3, greater than equal to 3, then what we will do is we will need to give away three $5 bills if we reach this condition. So we'll do 5 minus equal to 3. And lastly, still there is no other case that we can do. So if we reach this point, then we need to return false because we cannot go ahead with the transaction, right? This is the three cases that we have dealt with, the $5, 5, 10 and 20. Now what we need to obviously ensure is if somehow, so like at any point there for a edge case or whatever, if our 10 is negative, 10 count or $10 bill count, or 5 obviously is also negative, then we need to straight away return false. because अगर negative हो गया तो then there is no point of going. It's like we can't proceed with that transaction. So if 10 is negative or 5 is negative, we need to return false, right? That should have handled most of our cases. Obviously, if we go through this loop and we have still not returned false, then what we need to return is true. So then we'll add a return true statement. That should have taken care of all our cases, as you might have seen. Let's try running the code for these test cases. It's accepted, so it should go ahead and it should work, I'm guessing. Case 1 is accepted, case 2 is accepted, runtime is low because it's a for loop. So let's try submitting this. It works. Great. So we have a solution. This is an easy solution rather, using a for loop. We'll recap through it. So we've defined 5 and 10 as our start point because it is mentioned that you don't have anything in the start. We go through a for loop, a range based loop, to iterate through the bills array or vector, and then we take cases for 5. If it's 5, nothing, just take it and happily go. If it is 10, we need to give 1 5 and take the 10 note and the lemonade, obviously. So if 5 is less than equal to 0, then we cannot give a 5, and so we returned false then and there. Last case is else, where this is for if bill is $20 bill, right? So this is for our $20 bill. Here what we are doing is that if we have $10 bill with us, then well and good, we'll prefer giving that first. So we'll give a 10 and a 5, and if not, we can try if we have 3 or more $5 bills, we can do that also. And if none of these, then we need to return false. So we've just added a case to check if in this somewhere we get a negative any of these 10 or 5, we need to return false. Lastly, we return true. So I guess that is it from this question. I hope you understood the solution, and if you did, please drop a like, comment and subscription to this channel. It will really help me and encourage me to make more of these. Thank you.